Hmm. Hi. Welcome to the stream, mystery. Ms. Mac. Anyways. This is not going to be a regular stream. I believe we are in the just chatting section, which is fine. We're not playing anything right this moment. I have an announcement of things moving forward. Lettuce talk. Mayonnaise. Onion. Pickles. Okay? Let us talk. You've been due for a talk. Basically, I'm Monkey. Alright, that's in the stream. See you later. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. That's not it. Anyways. Alright. So, there's a reason why my content is the way it is right now. And it should stop being that way. At least partially. So, I've created a PowerPoint presentation for you today on basically why I'm stupid. Okay? You ready? Basically what I'm looking for is some scrimers. Okay? And I will be able to give better content if I grow a community. So, some scrimers, please. I'll become an affiliate at some point on Twitch. Very soon. So, my initial intent... You would subscribe if you had money. Well, you literally can't right now. On Twitch. You can subscribe on YouTube. Either way. So, you can probably guess. My initial intent as a VTuber... I mean, I honestly was going to start doing VTubing stuff a bit later than I had initially planned. But, you know... You can probably guess why I started doing stuff. So, my initial intent was to get into a well-received large-scale VTuber group / community. I'm still here. You can guess what happened. Essentially, I had to pump out gaming content quickly. Do some clips and get some reactions, compile that into usable stuff, kind of as a resume. I had to prove that I am a competent creator and am multi-talented via any hobbies, and be useful to the peers and be sustainable in that kind of group or community or company. In case I didn't get into there, I had set up for, you know, posterity in the case I do not get into that kind of thing. That was my plan the entire time. I don't know which was necessarily plan A and which is necessarily plan B. None of them really. This is all just wrapped up in the same plan, I guess. So my current content is literally just uncut VODs on YouTube and Twitch. I uploaded a incompletely edited Noita video myself. I have an edited Yasuhati video from a friend that I uploaded. Their name is Nolfincole, just for reference. And I have an unreleased edited video. I have some unreleased edited video content from Hired Editor, and you guys probably know them. It's Zen. I will still be asking them to do videos for me as well in the future. I had to hire them after all. So, that stuff needs to change. Why does that need to change? At least some parts of it. I'm not gonna just suddenly change and everyone leaves. I'm not suddenly just gonna start doing, like, I don't know, Tetris, like RuneScape streams 24/7. No, not like that. Not that kind of change. My current content is really not sustainable for growth unless I'm like a god tier gamer, and you know I'm not. this isn't 2012 when the Twitch platform and just streaming started existing, started popping off. Hey Fizzy, welcome to stream. There are 3 platforms that have top market share for streaming in order. There's Twitch with like 70%ish, YouTube around 20 to 30%, and Facebook with the rest. I mean, there's also smaller platforms like what was it, Floatplane? I believe that one's from Linus Tech Tips. Yes, my current content is not really usable on YouTube, Facebook, as anything, as a small streamer. I will sit here and do the quote-unquote grind on Twitch, which is just dumb. If I were to just keep doing it as is, and it just wouldn't work. This isn't 2012. I'm gonna be detailing everything in a public Trello that I'm still making. You're streaming a Billy next? No, I might just like die over there. There are several platforms. You don't even know anyone who streams on Facebook because Facebook won't acknowledge you as a real person. Oh, pain. Okay, so you just got in. What's up? You might just want to review the VOD for later on because I don't want to like re-explain midstream. But either way, basically stonks. All right. There's gonna be a public Trello. I'm going to be updating all my information, and similar to, I don't know, I can only think of one example. I know Tower Unite has a public Trello. A lot of people have public Trellos, just like, well, public or private Trellos, just for organization purposes of what they're planning in the future. Just not community involvement. It's really useful for organization and planning. That's all I'll say to that. And you guys will see in the future what I have planned. Bookkeeping, basically. So yeah, again, as I just said, most details will be present in the public Tenmachi Kanban Trello. One thing I'll be doing, I've stated before, I will be working on my 3D model stuff soon. I'm probably gonna start this weekend. Start streaming that as well. I'm gonna be planning on creating, as you know, I'm gonna be creating my own custom VTuber application, you know, similar to the likes of CodeMiko, AI Angel, Project Melody, and other big names and companies of the sort. Because, personal opinion, 3D is the sustainable future for VTubing. As much as I love the appeal of 2D, live 2D, it's super beautiful. I've always loved 2D stuff. Like, that's the reason why I wanted to become an animator when I was younger. It like, I've had like talks with my friends, and it's just like, they're like with me, they're telling me like, why would you want to stay 2D? Like 3D is just better in their opinion. I'm like, it's like an art form. 2D is just something you have to, it's just something you appreciate. For 2D to succeed, it must imitate 3D well. And for 3D to succeed, it must imitate 2D as well. Now what I mean by that is, go look at the many VTubers out there that have really good models. To succeed as a VTuber, one of the things you need to have is a good model. Do I look good? I hope I do. There are 3D models out there that don't look that good. And that's why there's a stigma of whenever just do a massive poll on anywhere. Would you rather watch 3D VTubers or 2D VTubers? Mostly most answers you're going to get is 2D, because most of the time 2D is easier. It has a certain style. It's just more likable. There's more excuses in 2D. When you get to 3D and you start imitating life a lot more, real life more, there's more to complain about. That's why it's more difficult. Overall, 3D done well is the best way to do it. So, you can just go look at, like, I don't know. What's the best example I can think of right now? I saw Snuffy most recently. 2D has more detail than a Vroid template. Yeah, that's the main issue. Because you look like a basic 3D VTuber Twitch streamer. That's a compliment because they all look the same. But I look like a basic 3D VTuber? Ryokami, 3D texture mapping is hard. Yes. But I I guess quote unquote I'm professional in that sense. I've been paid to do that in VRChat already. Don't worry about it. I was a 3D modeler and etc. Before I became 2D. I enjoyed my time in VRChat. And also, I look a basic 3D VTuber Twitch streamer, and that's a compliment because they all look the same. Huh? Huh? Is it a compliment? I feel insulted. Because I will tell you, I'm gonna give a hard statement here. The reason why 3D has some stigma is because the easiest way to get into it is because there's Vroid templates, and a lot of people don't do well. I will say that. There's like a top 5% of models that are passable in 3D. It hurts. I really love that there's tools out there to get more people into this kind of hobby of VTubing, but sometimes it's hurtful to the community. I don't want to disrespect anyone. There's tons of good 3D VTuber models and just made through Vroid. But just the amount of the amount that I see that aren't good, it hurts. That's all. Sorry about that. Flame me if you want later. I deserve it. There's also bad 2D too, I agree. There is. I'm just specifically talking about 3D right now. It is 100% based on effort. I will not ignore that. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't actually address that. There's definitely bad 2D as well. But I'm just saying the reason why most people just, most people say, hey, would you rather have 3D or 2D? And everyone's like 2D, because most of the 2D VTuber models they see are good. A lot of the people getting into VTubing just kind of do the quicker way through Vroid and become 3D. And so most people seeing 3D VTubers are like, oh. Anyways, sorry. So one of the planned content is bi-weekly to weekly community participation events. As a reason why I've been pushing towards Discord, I'm going to be doing a lot more specials and segmented kind of just chatting events. Just chatting just being the category they'll be most likely fit in. Hiya, Cyber. I won't be re-explaining stuff right now, but hiya, welcome to the stream. Just have both 2D and 3D. Yep, I will be. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't just throw away my 2D self right now after making my 3D self. Anyways. We'll be having community participation friendly games, you know, like Jackbox, Griblio, Guarding Phone, etc. That's just a couple, just to name off the top of my head. There's definitely tons more. And anyway, speaking of specials and our segmented events, at 100 Twitch followers /labmates, we'll be doing a streamed just chatting session of supporting certain artist friends you may know, Skeb artists, etc., and browse to create remaining, you know, materials I need, like overlays, music, and loading screen work that I haven't or cannot even do. Play this song at 100, yeah, I'll be doing that. Cell shaded would be totally legit. Yeah, honestly, if you could get a cell shaded like 2D or 3D model, 3D model will be pretty interesting. That I haven't seen much with that. So you can definitely make something interesting as long as you have a good plan for it. Community, right? What I'm really looking for in a community. By the way, channel points from 100 followers or 50? What do you mean? Channel points from 100 followers or 50? Huh? I'm almost at 100 followers. I'm not sure what you mean. I will become. I mean, I guess as a side thing, sure. I do want to be a affiliate soon. When can I implement them? I could have implemented them a long time ago. I literally could have implemented all that a month ago if I had just hit the become affiliate button and signed my brand away to Twitch, which isn't necessarily terrible. Just him. Either way, yeah. Continuing. I'm looking to have a community. And the 3 words that ring in my head is serendipity, posterity, sustainability. You guys know what all those mean? I'm sure you do. But anyways, just in case you don't, serendipity is just kind of the random, or maybe not random, occurrence of events that kind of bring together stuff coming forth. Posterity is kind of planning for the future. Sustainability, relatively the same, just how well everything can stay together. I want a community that can support each other, discover hobbies, enjoy themselves, and play games together. I just want a community that just pushes each other forward. That's all. That's all I've always wanted. The secret spells that summons the alchemy stream. Alright. So basically, we're gonna be one of the things I've always wanted to do, and was also part of my initial plan as an individual, streamer, YouTube content creator, is variety learning. Trademark, registered, copyright, etc. Totally super not definitely owned by Metro, dude. Totally didn't take that from him mentioning it. People have been doing variety learning for a while. But listen, I've always followed the statement, make content that you would like to watch yourself. And I learn hobbies that I find interested in at a pretty fast rate. I like learning about certain things. As long as I have reason and motivation to do so, I will accomplish it to a certain point. I typically get intimate enough with a hobby to the point I understand how to eventually become an expert at it. But then I kind of evaluate myself and think if I see myself wanting to go down that path, in the future, instead of learning about something else cool in the world. Does that seem kind of familiar to you? Does that sound like my character? Does that sound like the homunculus of greed that just wants to keep learning? Yeah. That's my content. Planning on it. Bi-weekly to bi-week... I'm going to be having bi-weekly to weekly to bi-weekly, aka twice per week, content involving learning and or teaching certain hobbies I'm already interested in, or suggested interest from the community to pursue. When I first met Bam, 2K15 here, he suggested like music. That's one thing I've always wanted to get back into. Maybe I could do that, because shit, it's pretty fun. I used to host a Japanese learning stream with my friends like every Friday, but you know, I had to move away. I kind of want to continue that with a community, and I don't know, anyone else who wants to do that together, kind of like Japanese learning from zero kind of idea. That'll be pretty good. I'll be doing that regardless, because I've always wanted to learn another language. By the way, English isn't my first language. I already know another one, but I have chosen not to speak it. Switch art class. My art is slow. I don't mind teaching about art. There's totally tons of things I could talk about art. Another thing I follow, just kind of out of nowhere, sorry. If you can talk about a certain thing, any interest you have, you can talk about it in depth for an entire hour, you are an interesting person. There's always something. Everyone's a genius in their own way. Someone's always able to talk about something they know for an entire hour. Anyway, here's my cover of Wonderful. Anyways, the variety learning and etc. is a call to action for community. And indulging in a hobby with a friend is, you know, generally pretty just fucking nice. Doing a hobby just completely by yourself isn't always great. Some warrant it. Some warrant being alone, but generally, hobbies that you can talk to other people with, you know, are pretty cool. It's pretty fun to have it, that's all. But anyways, another thing is, I'm going to plan on making a series that's called Full Transparency on YouTube, Twitch, whichever. I don't want to hide things that may benefit communities now that but are hidden behind select trade secrets. Similar reason why I'm having a public Trello for my future endeavors and ideas. I am really just a pretty ambitious person, but I also am just one person. I will always have ideas that I will want to do, but I can't do. But however, there's always you guys. So that's why I'm always going to be sharing my ideas with you. There's probably something I can't do. Not even probably, there is always something I can't do. And you guys can do. So, if by off chance, like people think of some sort of cool idea, but then keep it to themselves, that idea is lost to the ages. Just, you know, the burning of Alexandria kind of deal. Who knows if that didn't happen, then bam, we would be like jet set 1,000 years in the future. Anything that I or others do that I consider kind of cool, techie, or should warrant some sort of explanation that could benefit the hobby and or content creation community as a whole, I want to go behind the scenes and either try to improve it, explain it, or adapt it for use myself. You'll be seeing that quite a lot when I start doing the 3D, when I start becoming 3D. This is basically my current state as a content creator. It is just not sustainable. It is unstonk. My wallet fucking empty. Okay? Will I be creating more lore for myself? Always. It is mostly done, but that is just the premise of my current lore. What I have planned in the future is stonk. Okay? Oh shit. Oh shit. Basically stonks, okay? Yeah. So, you know, so in summary, eat my ass. Alright. See you guys later.